I think it's true, man. And right now, I can walk out of this studio today and I could pass away, right? I could get into a car accident on the way home. Now, if I was doing this interview right now, and if I wasn't present, if I wasn't here, if I wasn't in my body, if my thoughts were somewhere else, if I was thinking about, my wife or a problem or money or this or that, and I was 50% Jamil. Well, if I died on the way home, would I have been proud of that? Would I have been proud of not being 100% here?
No.
And so every day is a lifetime, and every moment should be one too.
Yeah.
So be there. And if you can be there, then it's the amount of creativity that can come out of you, the amount of insights, the kind of inspiration that you can pull out of yourself in because that's where it all lives, is in the moment. And I can make something out of this now. I can do something with this. But I can't do it if I'm in my head, and I can't do it if I'm depressed about the past, and I can't do it if I'm anxious about the future. I can only do it if I'm here.
Yeah. So mindfulness is something that you've talked a lot about. At one point, you and I were talking about maybe writing a book about it, right? So talk to me.
I still intend to write the Energy of Money book. Yeah.
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 So talk to me about. I mean, I know you kind of you spent a minute talking about it, but like, let's dive this into a little bit deeper, right? Like the importance of mindfulness, because you talked about living your life, right? Because you only get one shot. Right, that's not meant to quote Eminem, right? But you only get one shot, right? And then the mindfulness, and then you kind of like touch on it, but not really lean on it. Was the intent?
Yeah.
Right. So the intent, pragmatism, and mindfulness to live your full life. So can you expound on that?
Yeah. So like, okay, let's take intent and attention. Okay. So when somebody is paying attention to you, ever think about why they say pay attention?
I do now, but let's go ahead and elaborate on it.
Well, it's because it's got value to it. Okay. And it's the only thing we have. It's the only thing you have. So if you're sitting there having a conversation with somebody and they're not paying attention, they're gone. They're in their phone or they're doing whatever. You're like, F off. Like, what are we doing here? Right? You pay attention because it's the currency you have inside of you. It's what I have to give you as a human being, other than money. Right. So when I pay attention to you, I've given you my energy. When I've given you my energy, now I've put all of the creative forces, I put everything that I have on you right now, and I'm expanding you and I'm mixing with you in some way. I am now a part of your energy soup, and that feels good, and that expands and connects, and that creates a relationship. Intent is, why am I doing it? Right? And so when you mix intent and attention together, it's a nuclear bomb, dude.
Right.
Like, that is the most energetic, incredible thing that you can ever put on a creation. So I'm going to make something. Say I want to create a company. I'm going to put my intent, I'm going to put my attention onto that thing, and then it's going to expand. And then that expansion has unlimited possibilities in it, right? And that's what I mean by being that way. And when we're mindful, when we're present, now I can actually put my attention there. Now, because I've come in with an intent to do something, this thing ends up blossoming. And it's not just me. I didn't invent that, right? I learned this. There's people in history, and it goes all the way back from scriptures that you'll find in the Bible to scriptures you'll find in the Quran to scriptures you'll find in the Torah to spiritual texts like the Bhagavad Gita to, the autobiography of a yogi by Yogananda. Like, there's so many examples in history of great human beings who have understood the magic of attention and intention and then have created beautiful lives. Yeah. And so I'm going to follow what other great people have done and do the same.
And what's crazy is today, right? If you guys can pay the currency of attention and operate with intention, there's no better time ever in history to be alive than to leverage these two things together, right? So I wanted to